Hello everyone. Today I am Archana Gupta, Assistant Professor in IMS Ghaziabad. Today I am going to discuss a topic which belongs to computer network security, and the topic is cryptography. So cryptography is a practice of securing the information through the coding algorithm to protect it from the unauthorized access. It involves using the mathematical and computational techniques to transform the data into an unreadable format that can only be decrypted by authorized parties with the proper key or algorithm. Now, the cryptography is of two types. One is private key cryptography. So, private secret single key cryptography uses one key shared by both sender and receiver. If this key is disclosed, communication are compromised. Also is symmetrical to function complements rather than the replaces the private key crypto system. Public key system, it means it is using two key systems and it is asymmetric keys where one is public key and another is private key. It's a public key which may be known by the anybody and can be used to encrypt message and verify signatures, whereas the private key known only to the recipient used to decrypt the message and sign and signature. Asymmetric because those who encrypt the message or verify the signature cannot decrypt the message or create the signature. This is the diagram of public key cryptography where we write a content in the form of the plain text and then applied some algorithm like RSA algorithm, it will be converted into the ciphertext. Then at the receiving side, this ciphertext is again decrypted and received in the form of plain text. So there are some keys you can see here, Bob's public key ring, and to decrypt the message, Alice uses its private key. So this is called the public key cryptography. So public key algorithm rely on two keys with the characteristics computationally infeasible to find the decryption key in knowing only algorithm. Encryption key computationally easy to encrypt and decrypt the messages when the relevant keys is known. Either of two related keys can be used for encryption with the other use for the decryption. This is a public key crypto system where the message is in the form of X and we apply some algorithms, encryption algorithms, then it will convert it into the ciphertext and at the receiving side again this text into converted in the plain text form. So there are two keys, one is public key and another is private key. So when we encrypt the message, we are using public key, and when we decrypt the message, we are using private key. So there is a pair of keys, one is private and another is public. So two major application over here, one is encryption and decryption. This provides security and the other application is digital signature provide authentication. For this purpose, we can use RSA algorithm. There are three scientists, Revers, Sammer and Edelman, which combines their concepts and form RSA algorithm for the cryptography. This is basically used for public key encryption and digital signature. They take some assumptions like factoring a big number is hard, variable key length, usually 512 bits. Next is variable plain text block size. Plain text must be smaller than the key and the cipher block size is same as the key length. So this is the algorithm when we have to take two prime numbers. The value of the prime numbers is should be greater than and equal to 256 bits. Then let n is equals to p into q. P is prime number and the q is another prime number. For the public key, choose E, that is relatively prime to phi n is equals to P minus 1 and Q minus 1. Then let the public key, that is E comma n, where n is P into Q and E is a public key. For the private key, find D, that is multiplicative inverse of E mod phi n. So we can also calculate it. E into D is equals to 1 mod phi n. After that, we can conclude the private key is equals to D comma n. So this was about RSA algorithm. Let's take an example. Select prime number P is equals to 17 and Q is equals to 11. Compute N is equals to PQ is equals to 17 into 11, that will be 187. Phi N is equals to P minus 1 into Q minus 1, that will be 16 into 10, 160. Then fourth step is select E, where GCD E comma 160 is equals to 1. So this function calculated with the help of mod function. So choose E is equals to 7. Determine D is DE is equals to 1 mod 160 and D is less than 160, value is D is equals to 23. Since 23 into 7 is equals to 161, it becomes the D is a private key. Publish the public key KU is equals to 7 comma 187, where 7 is the value of E and 187 is a value of N, which we computed before in the second step. Next step is keep secret key private KR is equals to 23, 17 and 11, where 23 is the value of D, 17 is the value of P and 11 is the value of Q. So the private key is D, P, Q. Then after getting the values of public key and private key, we can also calculate it for encryption and decryption. When we got the plain message, that is M, we apply some public key like E mod N, then we get the ciphertext. So this is the algorithm. When we applying this, our plain text converted into the ciphertext. For decryption, we can do taking the ciphertext and applying the private key mod N, then we will get the plain text. So for decryption, we can use M is equals to C to the power D mod N. Then signature become S is equals to M to the power D mod N, where M is less than N. For the verification, we can do M is equals to S to the power E mod N. For the given message over here, we can check it. M is equals to, we can apply it for the encryption. So 88 NB, 88 is less than 187. For encryption, we can do 88 to the power 7 mod 187. Then we will get 11, that is the ciphertext. So our plain text is 88 and it will convert it into the ciphertext. The value of the ciphertext is 11. Now we can apply decryption algorithm. So we can do 11 to the power 23 mod 187. Then we will get 88. This will be the plain text. So after decryption, we will get the plain text. The value of the plain text will be 88. Let's take in another example. Choose P is equals to 3 and Q is equals to 11. Compute N is equals to P into Q is equals to 3 into 11. It will be 33. Now in the third step, we can calculate the phi N. That will be P minus 1 into Q minus 1. So we have taken P is equals to 3, then P minus 1 will be 2, and we have taken Q is equals to 11, that Q minus 1 equals to 10. Then we multiply 2 into 10, it will be 20. So choose E. The value of E lies between 1 and phi n. So E and phi n are co-prime numbers. So let's take E is equals to 7. Now in the fifth step, compute the value of D such that D into E mod phi n is equals to 1. So we can get the solution. D is equals to 3 in bracket 3 into M. 3 is D and 7 is E. After multiplication, we can do the modulus of 21 with 20 and we will get 1. So D will be 1, D will be 3. So public key is En, which will be 7, 33, and private key Dn, that will be 3, 33. Now for the verification, we can do this process. Encryption, for the encryption of M is equals to, we can take plain message as 2. So 2 to the power 7 mod 33, it will give you 29. This will be the ciphertext. And at the receiving side, we can decrypt this ciphertext and we'll get the plain text. So for decryption, we can apply 29 to the power 3 modulus 33. It will give you 2. So this is the value of the plain text. In this way, we can do the encryption and decryption. Is RSA? Surely. Factoring the 512 bit number is very hard. But if you can factor big number n, then give the public key En, you can find D. Hence the private key, by knowing the factor of P in Q is equals to P into Q, that will be n. Then phi n is equals to pi minus 1 and Q minus 1. Then D such that E into D is equals to 1 modulus phi n. So this will be the RSA algorithm, and RSA algorithm is used for encryption and decryption in the cryptography. This is a public key system. Thank you.